You see how that thing, so look how the link is bending though in the back. You see the back?
Yeah.
It's like it's getting pushed out.
I think I hurt myself.
Shoot.
I think we gotta change the link because
Oh, I can see it. Like that. Look at the metal piece.
head snap.
Yeah, look. It broke.
Because I think when I was trying to screw them in, what happened is the thing go up and down and not get centered. And so had probably get kinked. And
then you were kind of forcing it in there.
yeah.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel, and thanks for stopping by. Yes, we are back in Bernie's garage. What's up, Bernie?
What's up?
It has been a while, and we thank you guys for being patient because life is just in the way, right? If we both had nothing else to do, we'd be cranking out these videos no problem, but
We wouldn't have nothing for build because we'd build them all already.
yeah, that might be an issue too. But we have just been super busy with work and just finding the time. I was in Oregon for a little bit, and so we're stoked to be able to be back in Bernie's garage once again to continue work on the Race Ink. This is part 2 of what I think is probably going to be a 3-part series, because even though you see some wheels on the Race Ink, these are not the wheels that we're going to be using. I pulled these off of the Monza. So if you want to see that Monza build that we did, I'll put that up in the corner for you guys to check out if you haven't seen that already. But you know, our friend Tyler in Texas was like, just pull the wheels off the Monza. And so that's what we did. That's what we did just for now, just to kind of finish it up. It's really interesting though. I haven't, used the Monza in a while. And as I was showing you earlier, I was showing Bernie that the chrome plating, I don't know if anyone else has Sun Rhino lights that are chrome plated. Let me know if your chrome plating is coming off, because it is coming off on this bike for literally no reason. It is just, I don't know, there's some kind of like little bit of like, I don't know, it's not really an oxidation. It's just kind of like something on the rim, and I go like that with my finger, and my finger is all silver. And so I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I have a bad batch. I don't know if it's just because we're in Hawaii, but the chrome is coming out. So if you have a set of chrome Rhino lights, let me know in the comments if that is happening to you. But that's what I noticed with these. But anyway, still don't have a wheel set.
Okay.
We have one on order. The guys at Stack BMX are helping us with the wheels. They are going to be made with blue Rhino lights, chrome nipples, blue TNT hubs, and white spokes. But that's coming. So that's why this will probably be part 2 of a part 3 of a 3-part build complete. Today, I think what we're going to do is we're going to work on the drivetrain. So we got the wheels on, right? And Bernie was able to kind of just put this on, because I don't know if you've ever worked with a Race Ink before. This is our first time. And the Race Inks have this weird dropout, right?
Weird.
How would you explain the dropouts, Bernie?
It's
They're for a bigger axle, right?
yeah.
And so what happens is if you buy a Race Ink, the Race Ink, has that dropout is for a bigger axle for, I guess, maybe if you're going to do racing and you want to put a thicker, stronger axle on it. And so if you're going to use a regular, 3/8 axle, you need these adapters. And the adapters come with the forks, and it comes with the frame. But I don't know if you can see, we have the Billet BMX chain tensioners, and it has a stainless steel part that's on the inside that we're using to kind of fill up that gap. And maybe we'll show you, I'll show some clips, maybe, I'll show some B-roll of that to kind of give you like a better idea of what that looks like. But Bernie had to get that in there. We had to kind of pull apart the frame a little bit. Took a little work. And we decided to just kind of do that before starting the video, so you wonon't see that.
We never like bored him.
Yeah, and then we did have to do that with the front wheel as well. The front wheel, the fork has a wider hole for the dropout, and so there's also a spacer there. And that one you also had to kind of pull apart the forks a little bit, but I don't know. I had to run home and grab a cable, and Bernie was able to just kind of do that on his own, so it's not too bad, would you say?
One man can.
Yeah, and I think we took the bike off, flipped it upside down, and that gave Bernie a little bit more leverage in putting the pieces together.
Yeah.
But anyway, today I think what we're going to do is we're going to get the drivetrain situated. I have 2 sets of cranks. Not sure which one we're going to use. We're going to pull both of them out, show you guys what they look like, and then decide which one it's going to be. We'll get the chain on. We'll possibly get the brakes as well. We'll kind of see. It just kind of depends on how much time we have. We kind of got a little bit of a late start today, and so it just kind of depends on what we can do in the short amount of time that we have today. Like, this is Bernie's only day off, our only chance to work on the race ink, and so we're going to see what we can get done, because we know there's going to be a part 3, because we got to get the new wheel set. That's coming. And then I also have a seat, the white GT seat that I'm having reupholstered. That hasn't been done yet. Even though it's in the hands of the guy that's doing it, he's been busy, so we're not going to be quite finished or be able to finish this in today's build. But anyway, that's the plan.
Gonna look like a kind of a bike.
Yeah, it'll definitely look, it already looks much, much better. When I brought it over, it was just a frame, fork, and bars like in part 1. And with the wheels on, it definitely looks like a bike now. And so, yeah, we're going to put these things together and see how far we get. So stay tuned. All right, so here are the parts that we are going to be using, hopefully, today. So we have a Night Bike Company Spider. This is a 36 tooth with the 5-hole chain ring, along with the polished Spider. We have the Night Bike Company American bottom bracket. That's the UFO, and that doesn't do it justice. You'll see the whole finished product today. It's gonna look really, really nice. We have a Shadow Conspiracy chain, and this one is in white. I thought that would look pretty good. And then we have a Cook Brothers Racing brake, V-brakes for the back. We got Black Ops brake cable, and I also picked this up on the Racing website. This is a head tube badge, which I think would look pretty cool. So that might get on there today. And then, of course, here is, we talked about the pedals before, so you guys have seen that before. Really, really nice set of pedals from Billet BMX. And this is our decision we got to make today. I have the blue Redline cranks that were powder coated, and this is from the Skyway build. It was originally bought for the Skyway, right? Mm-hmm. And we decided to use the red, and so I had the blue. And then I also thought, you know what though? White might look nice. So I have a set of white Theory cranks. So we're not quite sure. Maybe the light's a little bit better on this side to kind of see. We're gonna have the blue bottom bracket, and then we might have this. The white doesn't quite match. The white on the Theory cranks is a little bit, I'd say, darker. Not quite as nice.
Yeah. Does it match
as the
this?
Race Ink. But then yes, and then that's gonna be there. So I don't know. That one, it still looks a little bit brown. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit off white. So that's one option. And then the other option is to use this guy with that, along with that. So we got a lot of blue with the cage, and then the crank, and then the bottom bracket. So I don't know. Like,
I don't know. I think I like that, honestly.
the blue looks nice though, yeah?
Yeah, because you got a white chain too.
We do have a white chain, but if you look, I have a blue sprocket.
Oh. Huh.
So we also got to kind of look at this too, right?
Yeah.
This versus that. I don't know. Decisions.
I don't know. Yeah.
What do you guys think would work? You got a lot of blue. Definitely going to have a lot of blue with that. right? And then you got this,
Then the
Or-
white, and then the white chain.
or that. Decisions.
I don't know. Well, I mean, you can decide on a crank today, white or blue, whatever one you choose. If later down the line you want to change it up, like me, I'm always changing, then you just change them back.
Yeah. The only thing that I'm not thrilled about this is that the white just is not as white as the frame. Like you can kind of see,
Yeah.
like the white, it's white.
But it's not like this white.
It's not a, yeah, it's kind of like a more darker white.
Yeah.
They don't quite match, but I do like kind of having the offset, you know, of this and then this,
Yeah.
you know, so I like that.
Because that looked good.
Yeah.
And then the white chain.
Versus, and the white chain, but then this is going to be like that. There's a lot of blue going on there, which is fine too.
But it kind of looks cool with the white and then the white.
With the white chain on there too, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You guys tell us, what would you go with? Would you go with the white crank or the blue crank? They're both 175s. Very similar, but I don't know.
You tell
I
me.
have no idea. I am like kind of stumped right now. I am not sure. Because that's going to look nice already.
Yeah.
I think that's, the white chain on that's going to look nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like the blue though. I mean, that's so nice, right? But then you also have the blue bottom bracket. So it's going to be like this too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dang it. Why do they both have to look so good?
Right. Because this is also different too.
Yeah, this
White
is going to be
spokes.
different. It's going to be blue.
Yeah.
We're going to have blue wheels.
Yeah.
So
So you got a
I
whole
don't
lot of
know,
blue
man.
going on
Yeah,
here.
see,
You
I
got a
kinda, that's
whole-
what I'm kind of thinking. As much as I like the blue, I think I might go with the white just because even if the white isn't exact, I think it'll just offset things a little bit better.
Yeah. And when you get the blue over here, you're not as busy like seeing all blue in this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think let's go with the white. Let's go with the theory cranks and then just kind of see how that is. And if I'm not feeling it, we can always go back to the blue.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so I think we'll go that route. So we'll do the white theory cranks
Okay.
along with the night bike rough tooth chain ring and spider and
So-
billet BMX pedals.
So literally, in theory, we're gonna put those cranks on.
Yes, in theory.
In
you
theory,
are correct.
we're
In
gonna put
theory,
those cranks on.
we're definitely gonna put those cranks on, and that's supposed to be the bolt for the theory. And what's crazy is that stupid spindle. It cost me more to ship that spindle than to buy the part itself.
What is this for?
Which one was that for? Which one?
One motorcycle.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that because we didn't talk about that the last time. Okay, so the bolt that came with the theory cranks.
The
okay?
axle, Kevin.
I mean,
This
why
is
am I
called
saying
an
bolt?
axle.
Why am I saying bolt?
This is a bolt.
Yes.
This is an axle. Bolt.
So
axle.
the axle that
Correct.
came with the original theory cranks was this long. I mean, look
Was-
how long this thing is, right? Try take that out and try put that in there so that people can see just how long this thing was. And I had to do a double take, and my first thought was, oh, I ordered the wrong thing. But apparently in bike life, according to theory,
According to theory, the brand.
that's the spindle to use.
You know why? Because they use the outboard bearings. We use the
That
internal
is
bearing.
true. Like a lot of the bikes have the European bottom bracket.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have that outboard bottom, the bottom bracket that sits on the outside.
Because your
right?
bearings are here
Yeah.
versus in there.
With this Race Inc., everything's internal because it's such a thick, a wide American bottom bracket.
Yeah, because it's old school and bearings sit in here versus new school, which is the Euro,
Yeah.
and you have the option of using outboard bearings. So now they're here. Your bearings are out
Yeah.
here.
So I had to then buy another spindle or axle.
Axle.
What is a spindle? Kind of the same. Is that just for? Is that here?
I don't know. Where did you get spindle
I don't
from?
know where I got spindle from.
I don't know.
Anyway, I had to buy another one that is shorter, that isn't going to be quite as long, but also was made by Theory with the same set of splines, right?
Yeah.
And buying
Hey,
this,
you never say spleens.
spleen.
Good man.
This thing was like maybe 16 bucks, 17 bucks.
Really?
It cost me like 20 bucks to ship.
Oh my God.
It's ridiculous. It's like the shipping is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, we wanted to point that out because when we first took a look at it, when we put the bottom bracket in, we were both kind of like, why is the axle? See, I'm getting it.
Was kind of obvious. I was like, Kev,
Yeah.
dude,
What
is
did you
this?
do? What did you do? Why did you buy such a long axle? And I was like, I don't know.
Of course you could say, I don't know.
I don't know. I never planned on that. And then I went to go look. When I went back to the website that I bought it from, and I was like, okay, there's no choice. Like sometimes you have a choice.
Yeah.
Like what size you want.
Yeah.
There was no choice with that.
Zero, huh?
Zero. So it
Negatory.
there was nothing I could have done to have made that any better. But anyway, that is the Night Bike Company UFO bottom bracket. I have wanted that thing for the longest time. Look how beautiful that is. It just...
Buggers.
I really wish
It's
there was a
nice.
way that could be made for European bottom brackets, because that would go on every bike.
I know. I would love
So,
this spacer right
I
here.
actually was pretty stoked to get the racing just because, it's like an American bottom bracket.
Yeah.
Look at what we can do.
Now, in theory, this is the left-hand side.
No.
No?
Isn't the Theory going to stick out? Don't they want Theory to be sticking out? I don't know. That's my theory.
Well, I kind of looking at this, and it says LH.
Left hand. Maybe it's on the inside then.
And then,
Does the other one say RH for right hand?
I hope so. I even get my glasses on, dude. No, look.
Oi, 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 oi.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Yeah.
In theory.
I can imagine the comments that we're gonna get about that one, man.
I did that
Just
on purpose so we can
because-
have more haters.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. We had somebody that commented like about how we did the headset wrong, and we still took so long. And if you're here to see a bike built
This
quickly,
time I'm gonna take more long.
you're not gonna see it. When you come to Bernie's Garage, it's not about us being fast and quick.
Yeah.
Yes, can you do these things faster? Absolutely. Do we want to do them faster? No, because this is our chance to kind of hang out,
Yeah.
talk, enjoy each other's company. We don't get together. We get together once a week now.
Yeah, they go on
know?
the inside.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Okay, yeah.
Unless you like.
Nice. No. I like it on the inside because then I can't see it.
Yeah.
That's good. That's better.
In theory.
In theory.
Okay.
I'm
Now-
going to just overuse that joke.
Okay, so where is this?
Where is the bolt for that?
Interior.
Inside. It should be inside. There you go.
Yeah.
Don't make me nervous like I forgot to buy something else. I'm like, what? I was supposed to buy that bolt too? Doesn't that come with a crank? You made me a little nervous, bro.
Dude, what are you doing to me, dude?
Man.
Right? Jeez.
You putting that space on the right way.
I'm trying to think right now. It's like, brah, you know why? Because, I tell ya.
Well, what do you guys think of the rims, though? They're still pretty nice, right? Chrome with what is that? The TNT hubs.
Wait. Bruh, losing them, Kev.
The blue nipples. Chrome spokes. Yeah, I don't know. You can kind of see, like, look right here. If I rub this, well, you can't see it too much on here, but there is like, it just kind of like comes off. Oh, here, right here. This is a good spot to show you. Look at this. Look at that. It's like I'm the Tin Man. Look at all of that just comes right off. And it's not like I put anything on the rim. There's no oil or anything like that. That's just crazy.
Dude, it's just the dust right from your house.
Yeah, I get chrome dust.
You know what?
I get special dust at my house. Nobody else get them.
Yeah,
It's chrome and it only goes on the rims.
that's right. Blame your son, hoy.
He might be watching you.
Does he watch our stuff?
He does.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, Micah.
Good
And
job.
actually, he was the one that shot the other video with that you never watched yet. That's okay. I'm not gonna be offended.
Hey,
That interview with Gary at BMX Museum, Micah shot that, and he did a really good job. So shout out to Micah.
I'm sure he did.
Because he
I stay on the wrong side of the road.
did it really well. So shout out to Micah.
There you go. You know, you totally could have sent your bike that you wanted to buy.
You know, you had a really good idea,
Yeah.
and
And what?
if I had
The
a
wife had
van,
shut him down.
If I had a van,
Uh-huh.
no, she didn't shut it down, but definitely would have got the eye roll.
Uh-huh.
But no, it's just I just didn't have enough room. I
Why
think
did
that
you-
spacer has to go inside. The spacer's not inside the sprocket.
Okay. I just needed a towel.
But yeah, no, she kind of gave me the eye roll a little bit, and she's like,
Right,
"What?
right.
Are you getting another bike?" And I'm like, "No, it was an idea." Bernie had a really good idea about, because of the shipping.
Oh, right there. Oh, I
But
hate that guy.
no. She's not mad at you for that. But it was just like we had a little Toyota Camry, and there was no way I was gonna fit a 29-inch bike box in a Camry, along with all of our other stuff. So, while you had a wonderful idea, Bernie,
You know, I try and help a brother out, man. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I'm just trying.
well, that was a fantastic idea. I could not take advantage of it this time, but I am going to be going back to Oregon. So, who knows? If I plan that out better next time,
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's how I can bring that GT home if they still have it.
I'm sure they have it.
So I don't know. I think I made the right choice with the white. And I think because you're going to see the blue pedals, hopefully it'll look all right. I don't know. We have the white chain, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I think I'm going to go with the white. And I don't know. If it doesn't look good, we can always swap them out later. But I kind of like that. Even though the white doesn't quite exactly match, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
And I like that it doesn't have the theory on the outside.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, but
No.
it's nice to not have,
You like them clean.
Yeah, it looks it definitely does look cleaner.
Yeah.
But shout out to George at the Night Bike Company. Beautiful stuff along with that European, European, I'm thinking of European bottom bracket already. I'm thinking of it's the American UFO bottom bracket, and it's such a shame that you can't see it.
Yes, Kevin, it's
Back there. But I need a better light because on this side, dang, that thing is sweet. Look at that. Very nice, very nice, very nice.
Okay, so what I did was,
Okay,
I'd
explain to
center-
the people.
I'd center your axle by looking in this hole
Okay,
to get it in here.
okay,
Forget them as center as possible. So when you cinch them down, it's like has a place to clamp down to, yeah? So basically that end of that axle is like right here,
okay.
kind of like how this one stay. You see where the end of that washers, they're right there.
Yeah, it's a little hard to see from here, but I will take your word for it.
So we just snug that guy.
Yeah, we're not as precise at Brian over at Tuesday's Turn is. He uses the calipers and he's like making sure there's exactly the right amount of space on each side. And in theory, that's probably the best way to do it.
Right?
We're gonna just use that joke over and over and over.
'Cause I like
I
it.
apologize to you guys for that, but
It is a good joke, man.
it was good the first time we used it. I don't know, by now it's
I know,
probably
by
not.
now they're like, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward.
Yeah, by now it's pretty old, but
Yeah. You're like, man, these guys, I swear.
yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, I think so. I think it looks good.
And then we can kind of see the Billet BMX chain tensioner along with these nuts for the female hubs. But yeah, those pedals are gonna look really good too, man. Looking forward to that. We're probably gonna have to just check, yeah, how tight these are, because I think I just put them on and I didn't really like cinch them down super good.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're checking that.
No, because I was tightening the bolt in the back and one of these things were like,
was loose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't tighten it super good. I just kind of like in my office back home, I just kind of wanted to see what that would look like. So
dreaming and waiting for the day that we could all come back in the garage and like,
I
we
know,
can
it's
build
been
stuff.
Such a while. It's been a while, man.
Like, I am so sorry. I had to take a mental health break because
Yeah, we were thinking about meeting last week, but Bernie just had a lot of stuff to take care of, a lot of errands to run and whatnot. And it is his only day off, and it's tough to just, put aside time every single week for us to get something filmed. So hey, that's life, man.
Well, I'm doing this for our viewers, the people that watch us, and
Yeah, we appreciate the guys that are waiting. They're asking, hey, when's the next video coming out?
Yeah.
How's the racing coming along? I've had some comments, some text messages, some DMs.
Yeah.
So we're trying.
We trying, exactly. We trying, man. We
We're
trying.
trying. Doing the best we can. So we do appreciate the patience, and we appreciate all the kind comments. Like, everyone has been super nice. Well, mostly everybody,
That's okay.
But yeah, you know what? There's always going to be somebody that, doesn't like the video or is going to say something about one of the parts or whatever. I can count on there's this one manufacturer, I'm not going to say who they are, but yeah, if they ever watch our stuff, a lot of times we'll get a negative comment on there sometimes.
It's all good.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's okay, man. just a couple of dudes buying bike parts, putting bikes together.
Exactly.
You know.
And we have never ever tried to pretend to be professional mechanics. I mean, you can kind of see what we do. We make mistakes. We learn from mistakes. Sometimes we don't learn from mistakes.
We take long time.
And we do take a while. Like if you come to this video expecting to see, you know, a bike put together really quickly, this is not going to be the place to do it. Because,
Absolutely.
you know, like I said, this is our time. This is kind of like for our mental health too. You think
It
about
is,
it,
it
right?
is.
Like when we get together, we can just focus on bikes. We don't have to worry about work.
True
we can
that.
just talk about, you know, different things going on.
Yeah.
And just kind of escape from everything. And so we
Pretty
appreciate
much.
everybody that kind of tunes in and comes along with us. Because that's kind of like why we've just been doing this. You know, we just enjoy hanging out and working on bikes. And
Yeah.
we've been blessed to be able to build some and get some support from various companies. And, you know, shout out to Morgan for helping us with this build. A lot of the, you know, you're going to see a lot of billet BMX parts on here, from the chain tensioner and these nuts, you know, to look at that stem. Like that thing's amazing.
Yeah.
And then the pedals, holy smokes. You take a look at these pedals.
Right.
I mean, holy cow, look at that. So we really appreciate...
Not dissing on the other guys. You know.
Absolutely not, because everybody has their own thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about even this type of pedal, Bullseye makes a nice set of pedals. Evo Alloy makes a nice set of pedals.
Yeah.
Billet BMX. You know, it's just a matter of like what kind of style you like, and there's nothing wrong with, you know, the other guy. Like there's absolutely nothing wrong. If people want to go with one over the other, hey, that's fine. Like we're definitely not gonna bash anybody just because they chose another set.
Yeah.
But I like the stuff from Billet BMX. Morgan's been really cool with us, and
He has.
taking the time to talk with us on a podcast. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a link up in the corner so that you can kind of check that out. He is a one-man band. He does everything himself, you know. He gets all the parts made. He puts in all the time to test things out, to do some R&D on it, come up with all these different designs.
It was really nice for like hear him explain and talk about
Yeah.
stuff. you
And
know?
then it's just a way for us to get to know the guy behind the company, because you look at his website, you look at all the stuff he's done, it kind of seems like that is a company of more than one guy, you know? And it's so interesting to hear his story and find out that it's just him. You know, he does all the artwork for all of the logo designs. He does all the artwork for the packaging, right? So all this stuff, he packages all these things up. And it's not like we're trying to blow smoke up his butt to, like, you know, kiss up to him or anything. Like, he's just been a solid guy, and he's been a pleasure to work with. He's fully supportive of the bike life and very supportive of us and the things that we're doing. And he just wanted to help us out with this build, and so we appreciate it.
Yeah. You know, he never had to.
Yeah.
None
And
of
we
the
came in
people
on
had to.
this project, you know, kind of like a 50-50 thing. We both are trying to, you know, get some good content for the channel, and showing people what you can do with the racing, showing his parts, but also showing, you know, the whole process of this build. And so for us, it's a win-win. And whenever we partner up with somebody, it's always about trying to, you know, do what's best for both parties. It's not, you know, doing something that only benefits one of us. We definitely want both of us to be happy with what we're doing, and to be able to get, you know, get some good positive energy from working together. And I think that's what we have been able to do so far with everyone we've been able to work with. So
Everybody's been really super cool.
yeah, we work with George over at Night Bike. He helped us with the Supercross.
Yeah. Like,
And so everyone that we work with, we've just been really happy.
And we appreciate that.
Yeah. So is that the right way that the chain's going on? With the fishy in the right, remember you mentioning?
Yeah. You know who taught me that? Is the guy at Stack. What
So
is his name?
explain that one more time for the guys who might not have seen. Yeah, the guy at Stack BMX does a good job too with their videos.
He's the guy I actually had took note of. So what he says is,
try to do it up here where we can kind of see.
wait, am I doing this right? Hold on. Yeah, should be. I could be doing them wrong. I don't know. Hold on.
Well, wait. Let's figure this out.
Where does thing stay? No, because the way he explained it was, it's like a fish. So that is the head, that is the tail. So I basically
So
get
a
them
head has to go in. And I want to say you got that backwards.
Yeah.
That is backwards.
I do.
Because I was kind of looking at that on the other side and I was like, is that the right way?
Yeah. See,
But
because
if you take a look here, right? So when Bernie talks about the head and the tail, so this is the head, and then the inside part that goes into the other link is the tail.
yeah.
So it's got to be facing, that's forward.
So I stay
and
opposite.
Bernie has it actually backwards. So we're going to flip that around.
Why? Because I'm dyslexic. That's why. See?
So, see?
That's
Even
why.
in Bernie's garage, you don't know what's going to happen. But that's why it's good. Both of us are over here. We're
Yeah.
kind of like talking and we're like,
Yeah.
hey, let's make sure we got it on the right way. And
Yeah.
that is the right way. So,
this is the right
yeah,
way.
so now you see the head and then the tail is on the inside.
Yeah.
So it's like, think of it as like a fish, right? So head, tail, and you want the head facing forward. Now we got it in the right spot.
Now
So,
we do.
very good, very good.
See?
See, so now what Bernie is doing is trying to size up the chain. How much do we have to cut?
Yeah.
And how is it in the back? Is it pretty even? I can't really tell. Looks pretty close.
I just said eyeball them too.
Yeah.
Does that side say like the ending of one?
No, it's on 2.
It's on two.
It's on 2.
So we gotta adjust
This
them.
side is on 2.
Okay.
So yeah, so I think we're gonna have to just double check to make sure that we got the right amount on both sides, just so that we're not we're not a little tight later on. But I kind of feel like if you put this in the middle,
It is.
right? If you have the axle in the middle, that gives you play both ways.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't want the axle to sit right up on the edge, and nor do you want it too far back. You kind of want it right in the middle. So I'm feeling like that's pretty close.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more on this side, but I think before we put the chain on, I think what we're gonna do is kind of take a look at the tensioner and just make sure everything is the same. So you're probably gonna need the Allen key for that.
This one just gotta go a little bit. Hold on.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So that's the other thing I like about the Billet BMX chain tensioners is that the bolt that you use to do the adjustment is sitting on the inside, so there's nothing that you have to worry about the bolt getting exposed. And I know they're not the first to do it. Other companies out there also have an internal bolt. I think JW, is it JW?
Yeah.
They have one.
Because I mean,
as well.
I read that comment actually, Kevin, and you know what? I actually have his part.
Oh, you have the chain tensioner from JW?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the silver bike, the chrome bike.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And like what Bernie's referring to is there was a comment. I did a short video from the podcast about the Billet BMX chain tensioner where I was gushing about how I love how it's on the inside, and someone made a comment about JW, where did they have the same thing or whatever, and I think JW might have had that idea first, but it doesn't mean that no one else can do it. you know.
I mean, they both have their bolts on the inside, but they also have their design differently.
Yeah, because you look at the JW one, you can actually see the bolt, whereas this one, the bolt is more hidden on the inside.
Later,
But
when we talk about our bikes, we can
show that, yeah, in another video. And I guess the hard part for me is like, you know, when the comment was put out there, I was kind of like, well, all right, like, you know, maybe JW was the first guys to come up with that great idea, and they definitely need, you know, a shout out as far as like coming up with that idea. But it doesn't mean that other people can't do the same thing and maybe even improve upon it. And that's where I think, you know, Morgan has come out. He has 3 different types of or sizes of chain tensioners, and you know, this is his design. And it's not to say that his is better than JW's. They both have the same internal bolt, but
well, look, for instance, look at the bear trap pedals.
Yeah, that's another one, right?
Right.
Like,
everybody took that style and do their own.
Like, I want to say Krupi was the guys that first came out with the bear traps, and then other companies followed suit. But it doesn't, like, what does that mean then? That if you're gonna make a comment about, oh, like, you know, such and such copied somebody or whatever, does that mean that every single pedal company after that comes out with any bear traps are now copycats? But I don't know. That's what I was thinking when I read that comment. Like, yeah, but what about, you know, there's many things. There's lots of other stuff out there.
There's V-bars. There's, you know, there's wheels. Look, the Pro Class wheel. Then everybody started to make their own design.
Yeah.
What? Get holes, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
So, I don't know. We're not here to, like, bash anybody. Like, every part is, I think, is unique in its own way. And yes, you might have something that has internal bolts on 2 different types of tensioners, but they're still different in their own ways. And I think in the end, you just got to go with what you like.
Pretty much.
And, you know, who cares what other people think? And so, you know, yeah, I guess we should. Who cares what other people think, right? I don't know.
I don't. Should I?
No.
Exactly.
But I think just sometimes those, because we don't get too many of those comments, and when we do get them, sometimes it kind of rubs the wrong way, only in the sense that it's like, you know.
Remember, Kev, I'm the guy that don't read comments.
But yet you saw it.
I did.
Yeah, you did though, right?
For some reason I did.
Yeah.
Nobody told me about them.
Yeah.
I just saw
and
that.
I'm not going to go and erase the comment just because somebody said something negative. It's like, hey, that's part of what it is. Like, and if you want to have an opinion, go ahead and express it. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know? That's fine.
No, that's why I always used to joke in the beginning. Man, just go ahead, put them in the comments. Kevin gonna answer you back.
And it's fine. I usually do. And it's all good.
It's all good. Right?
But, yeah, it was just, you know.
It's all good fun, man.
And that comes with putting stuff out there. We are just putting ourselves out there with these videos. And yes, I have done a lot of stupid stuff with regards to bikes. You could go back, watch our videos, and count a bunch of things that I did incorrectly, even with just buying parts, you know. And it's just, hey, that's how it is.
You know what, Kev? We all live and learn, man.
Yep.
That's
and we're not out here to pretend we are the master mechanics, because we're not. We're just some guys who enjoy working on bikes.
Exactly.
And
yeah,
you either enjoy that and watch it along with us, or if you don't, that's fine.
I'm a dude that works too much, that enjoys putting together Kevin's nice bikes. Very fortunate that he let me put them together.
Well, you definitely are better at the mechanic stuff.
Nah,
and I trust you a hell of a lot more than I trust myself. So I am happy if you want to work on any of my bikes, man. I am happy. You are most welcome to.
I am very.
Even
very
when you bust
grateful.
out the reciprocating saw to cut the fork,
Right.
I was like, hey, man, that's more than I would do it. You know, like I don't know what I would do. I probably would bust out on hacksaw and be there for half an hour.
Right. And then call me. Hi.
Hey, how
What?
come
What?
this thing?
Yeah.
I only say halfway through. How much more I gotta go?
What you think I gotta do? Well, sir.
Because even prior to this, we called Tyler to be like, hey, what's some advice on the wheels, putting the wheels in?
Yeah.
He wasn't available. Same thing with Morgan. We tried calling Morgan, hey, but neither of those guys were available. So we're like, we tried some stuff out. We said, I think this is how it is, and I think we got it. So Bernie has cut the chain. All that talking, right? How many links? I don't see anything. Oh, here. We only need to take out a couple, which is interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's after this. It's just a little micro adjustment for tighten the chain.
And the one that we like to use, the chain breaker, is a park tool.
Mm-hmm.
It's their heavy duty park tool chain breaker. We've had good work with this, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like one of those, like sometimes you buy a chain breaker and then that thing falls apart. Like this thing has been pretty solid. And I think Shadow Conspiracy makes their own. You can also buy one if you have a lot of their chains and you just want to use one of theirs, you can totally buy one of theirs as well.
Mm-hmm.
But we've had success with this one. I think I have a link down in the description if you guys want to pick one up or take a look at it. But it does involve, you know, you definitely still have to kind of play around with it though, yeah?
Yeah, well, you gotta kind of you have to get it centered in the hole. Like.
Yeah, because you definitely don't want to it doesn't want to seem like it's too hard to put in, right? That means maybe something's not straight.
Yeah. Okay.
So Bernie's getting a little bit of resistance in that, putting a pin back. And so
because it's
just kind of trying to line things up again, make sure everything is going straight, because it really shouldn't be super hard.
No, it shouldn't.
Right? So something is not lining up somewhere.
Yeah, what's going on here?
So having your own set of tools is always good, because if you ever want to do some stuff in your garage, you can kind of do it without having to take it to a bike shop. But, you know, hey, if you're not comfortable, definitely support a local bike shop in your area. Like, those guys know what they're doing, as opposed to guys like us who
wing
semi know what we're doing.
Semi, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the thing with these chains are, they you gotta get them kind of straight.
Mm-hmm. Because they're such a solid chain, right? Like these half links are some of the better chains out there. They're stronger, right?
Yeah.
It kind of feels like, you see how that thing, so look how the link is bending though in the back. You see the back?
Yeah.
It's like it's getting pushed out.
I think I hurt myself. I think we gotta change the link because.
Oh, I can see it. Like that. Look at the metal piece.
Had snap.
Yeah, look. It broke.
Because I think when I was trying to screw them in, what happened is the thing go up and down and not get centered. And so had probably get kinked. And
then you were kind of forcing it in there.
Yeah.
So, hey, live and learn, right?
That's why we get extra links.
Yeah, and then Bernie cut his finger because it's really sharp. That piece is like off the back is like
See?
Pretty sharp.
Blood, sweat, and tears for Kev. Okay. So we
All
need
right,
to
so we're gonna push that thing back out then, right?
take that guy out and then, yeah,
But I think you might have to use,
that one.
yeah, because that piece right here looks broken.
It is.
Yeah?
It is.
If you guys can kind of see,
Head snap.
it's snapped and broken. That's and this is the part that cut his finger.
Because I thought it was a piece of paint.
And then you just kind of flicked it.
Yeah.
And then it just cut right through the skin.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
Man, damn, sorry, man.
Oh,
That
bite me
sucks.
at this thing. Okay, so take this guy out.
All right, so a little bit of a hiccup.
There. Now we get comments.
Yeah, let's see who's the first to be like, you guys don't even know how to break a chain.
Hold on, I gotta go get Band-Aid.
All that work and you guys still don't know how to break a chain.
I think I gotta put them underneath the light because that is kind of hard for see.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to move the bike. So we'll stop here and then we'll move the bike under the light. All right, so we moved the bike in the light, and we haven't shot late like this, so I didn't bring the other light.
Oy.
So bear with us. But we moved closer to the light. Bernie, you were mentioning something about
Yeah.
how these chains
This chain.
and this tool. Is it the tool? Is it the chain? What is it?
I don't know if it's the tool, but I know it's the chain. It moves up and down. Like you don't have access to center that unless you took like a little pick tool and one guy like hold it straight so you can force
So basically, the chain is not sitting in the tool exactly straight.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if the Shadow Conspiracy one is any different. So if anyone has a Shadow Conspiracy chain breaker tool, let us know if
see, looks supposed to
you've
be.
had like better success with it. But yeah, so now we're gonna try and take off the one that's broken.
Yeah. See, so like this is what I mean. See how this piece can like go like this? When you're trying to assemble them, you gotta make sure.
Everything is everything is straight.
So I think what I did in the dark was I put it a little bit like that,
It was a little bit off,
and it forced it, and it cracked.
and it cracked. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to show you guys that.
So if you're working with a halfling chain, just be very careful.
See, so now
Try and get everything straight,
pretty much.
and kind
kinda
of go
like-
slow. Because it's definitely going to feel tight, but it's not going to be really hard. And you could kind of tell when you were doing it,
Yeah.
when you were trying to put the pin back,
Yeah.
it was like way too much, force for what should have been easier. So yeah, something was just not, the pins weren't,
Because
pin wasn't lined up.
you watch me do this so
Yeah.
many times.
And I was kind of watching that thinking like, that seems like way too much that you're putting into it. But so you can kind of see where the link cracked.
Hold on. Okay, so I gotta push this guy out some more. But yeah, look.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
Okay. So we get that part.
So
We just
we're
need
gonna
one.
take one of these.
I might as well just push myself in the corner because get light over here. Okay, so we need, let's see.
And you could just shorten it by one link. That's another idea too.
I could.
I don't know how much. Just see what that would look like as far as how much
I mean,
difference that would make.
sometimes it's a lot.
Maybe.
That's why I just like leave them.
Like, okay. All right. Right.
I might as well.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'll fight with it. Just to put the link in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this guy. This is what we need right here. trying to think.
So it's like you're going to pull out this pin so that you can get those two pieces, right?
Or I could pull this guy out.
Yeah, you could pull this guy out too.
Mm-hmm.
And then just use the two pieces there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
Either way works.
Either way. Because either way, that's got to go in there.
Correct.
And this guy is pretty solid like that.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we're going to do that then. At least that is a plan.
And like we said in Bernie's garage, man, anything happens.
Anything. I just got to make sure
Everything's lined up.
everything's lined up. That's straight. See him? That is straight. Or else I'll be doing this again.
Well, we got a couple more in case, we make any other mistakes.
And if I screw up some more, I get chrome.
Or we're going to run this bugger short, and that's going to go all the way up into
Right? Oh boy, I tell you. Okay. I hope that is enough. Yeah, a little bit more.
So this is why our videos take longer. Because
Right.
sometimes you make mistakes.
Sometimes you F up, man.
That's how it is, man. It's part of life.
Deal. Okay. Now,
Let's put everything back in the right spots.
in the right spots. Right? Right.
It looks like it. And then that's going to go on on that pin right there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I gotta make sure.
Make sure it's facing the right way.
Yeah. Yes. That is the right way.
Okay?
Phew. Right? I tell you. Okay. You go in here like that. You go like this. See, like that. See, when you hold them like that, is cool.
Yeah, it looks good.
Now, when you put them in the fixture, the tool, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Because it has to be straight. And the sun was like down, so
Other way. Yep.
hard for like get them all together like this. See them? This is the part where I have to use some ingenuity. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, because you got to get all those pieces in the right space or the right spot so that the pins line up, or the pin lines up, not pins, but
Yeah.
the one single pin lines up so we can put that link back on.
Yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna borrow your master link over here, this pin extra. Where's that?
Right there. That one?
Yeah. This is gonna be my guide. Try this again. Okie dokie.
So what you're doing is you're taking the extra pin that came with the chain to try to like line everything up from the other side to keep everything straight.
Yeah.
Pushing it into the hole as best I don't know if you're going to be able to even get it in there.
I know.
It was a great idea. I love that idea.
I just gotta get
Goodbye.
something in there Like,
I don't know if it's gonna. Yeah, it's a great idea. I understand what you're doing. It's to try to keep everything lined up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We gotta move to the vise.
Wow, this is becoming
Well,
a lot more complicated.
if I never screw them up the first time,
Yeah, we would have been on to the wheels would have been on already, huh?
yeah. But
That's all right, man. That's how it goes.
yeah.
So in case anyone out there ever breaks a link, hey, you got a tutorial now on how to use another link.
Oh, sorry. Okay. We gotta make sure again that we should doing them the right way. Cause once you get them all,
Yep.
there's no turning back.
Well, the turning back is, oh, need a new chain. We don't want to do that.
Oh,
These shadow
right.
conspiracy chains are not cheap.
No, they're not. And this is why I don't work at a bike shop. I would have been fired already.
See, and if I was a better partner, I'd be able to hold some of that for you instead of hovering over with you with the camera.
No, this is why we doing this video, man. You know? Alrighty. So, okay. Is what I was saying. Stay crooked right there. I need to dig in my bag of tricks.
It doesn't look that off, but it's just slightly kind of more tilted this way.
Yeah. You know, I just need something to like.
And something a little skinnier.
Yeah.
Even like a nail. You have a nail?
I get plenty nails in here.
A nail might do it.
Maybe. She might be too big though.
Yeah, that one might be too big, but
Oopsie. Hold on a second. What is this?
see, you never know what can come and help you.
Improvise, bro.
What is that? Like a wire hanger?
Well, piece of wire. Yeah.
So you're trying to get that in the hole on the other side. Very smart.
Yeah.
And then now look, and that's all you needed. It's just something to kind of try to keep those pieces straight. Is it in? Seems like it's tight again. How's them?
Not bad. I go through that part. So I think what
Yeah, the first half went through smooth, and then it kind of bit on the second half. Yeah.
So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push them in a little bit more. Just a little bit. Just so I can get this guy.
And this is not our first shadow conspiracy chain.
No, it's
Contrary to belief.
Yeah.
We've done a couple of these already, and we've never had this issue. But, you know, there's always a first for everything, right?
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, this chain is just providing to be a little bit more difficult in getting the pins back in than the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because even now, look at that. Look how much pressure is on that, and it's still not going in. What the heck, man? That's crazy.
That is crazy. I mean, this is the hardest part right here.
Yeah, it's just lining all those pieces up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just so that the pin kind of sits exactly where it needs to, and when it's lined up, it goes in. But for some reason, the back half of that pin is not going in so good. I thought that was a good idea with using a coat hanger. I thought it worked, man. I was like, yeah.
No, it's good to a certain extent. Had kind of get the other one in.
Yeah. But somehow the back part is not doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, this part right here, that guy.
We can't put too much pressure because we know that it's gonna break the link like it did with the other one.
Mm-hmm. So all I can do is just center them in the hole, best I can, slowly, and just cinch them down.
Oops.
There.
Thing still seems
No,
really
I go in.
tight. And go in.
Yeah.
Oops.
So is my
Oops.
bucket. Time out.
Bucket's seen better days.
Okay. Now we in.
Now you in?
Yeah. We in. We in, Kev.
There you go.
There. See? The chain
Oops.
gonna let you know when to stay in. There. I kind of messed that part up though.
Oh, on that side?
Yeah.
That's all right.
But we in.
And we in. Good job. Now, the trick is doing that
Again.
again on here, though.
Yeah.
Not having the vise to be able to, like,
Yeah.
hold things still for you.
That's
So
why.
that's the tricky part.
That's why.
But
Okay. So how was
right.
again?
Fishies face heads, right? Heads so this is the opposite. You got to do them the opposite way. Turn them around. Yeah.
Okay. Go. Okay. Wow. I almost feel like we should be having the headlamp party.
Yeah, you don't want a headlamp today.
I know, yeah.
I don't want my light. You don't want a headlamp. We're not prepared, pal.
No, we not.
We are not prepared. We weren't prepared for like evening. I think because the last time we worked on it so early.
Yeah,
Remember? It was like 3 o'clock when I came over
It was.
the last time. And so we didn't need lights.
No.
But yeah, tonight, as you can kind of see, it's dark out there. And plus we're into fall. So the sun's setting a little earlier. Let me see if I can get this for you,
You can.
without dropping it.
I was making good time
There we go.
until that thing had broke.
Yeah, it's all right. So I think for tonight's video, because we don't have a ton of time left, because I gotta get to a meeting. I usually have a meeting at every Tuesday night. What we're gonna do is just, if we can get the chain on, we'll kind of like cinch everything down. We'll put the pedals. Should we put the pedals or wait?
Nah, gonna be in the way.
That's true. The pedals are gonna be new. We'll hold off on the pedals,
Yeah.
even though I want to see what they look like. They are gonna stick out. So I think what we'll do is, this video will be a little shorter than we planned, but like we said, you never know what's gonna happen in Bernie's garage. And sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't. And you just gotta kind of go with the flow, man.
Yeah.
So is that pin going in any better?
I'm just trying to straighten them up.
Hopefully this one goes in and it's
No,
not as
no.
bad.
No, that's crooked. Hold on. Yeah, see, that's...
Do you want that wire hanger? Would that help?
Hold on. Maybe right there. I can see you.
I can see where you're supposed to be. But as you can tell, it's like you can see it's not easy to keep all those parts from moving. You know, and maybe I don't know, maybe that's where the Shadow Conspiracy one that tool is better at it. I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, maybe if you guys have that tool, you can let us know if it's easier to do. But yeah, we're you know, it's causing us a little bit of grief here tonight. No doubt.
Yeah, because you cannot put them flat. Because see how that thing like... And you only need like a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Like you almost got it in. It's just that one little piece that has to get past. It's probably that the outer piece.
Mm-hmm.
It just has to line up, and so it's hard because you're trying to hold it. You're trying to hold the chain in place. You're
Yeah.
trying to hold the. Can I hold the tool, maybe, and be like your vice grip, even though I can't.
No, I'm gonna have to like try and finagle them. I mean, worst comes to worst, and if you gotta go to your meeting, we gotta stop right here. Cause I don't wanna try and force the thing.
But we do want to make sure it gets in there correctly.
That's why. What time is it anyway?
It's about 7 o'clock. We get time.
Only if I...
Oh, is it even gotta go through the other pin too? I saw you kind of move the outer pin a little bit.
I'm trying to like
Get them straight, you know?
get some meat inside.
That makes sense.
Damn.
Yeah, had to go through.
So if
But
I
now,
can do that, and like...
there you go. Let's see how that works now.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Because now I think on straight, more or less.
Because it was the inside pin that was, or the inside plate, or the, what
Yeah.
was that, the spacer thing?
It was the outside, this outside plate.
Oh, from the other link.
Yeah.
It was from the other link. Yeah.
So now it's a matter of just getting them centered. Yeah. Bro, what is your problem?
I think you got to push them back out a little bit. I think you might have to push them just a tad. Because it might be a little too much for the pin to like sit on, you know, or I mean not the pin, but the outside piece to sit on the pin.
It's almost like I need 5 hands.
It's like, do you want to move the bike stand to the vise?
It's just awkward.
It is. It is. It's a tough situation to be in because it's just you're trying to hold everything in place and hold a tool and
hopefully get one shot to like.
yeah, it's almost impossible like to just line everything up, you know.
It's crazy.
I know what this video is going to be called. I got it.
You got him.
The Curse of the Half-Link Chain. Harry Potter.
Dun, 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 dun.
And the Curse of the Half-Link Chain.
Yikes.
Yeah, for whatever reason, that sucker just does not want to sit in nicely.
No.
Come on, man. Play nicely with us, please. You know, that's the only thing holding us back here right now is just getting that one thing on so that we can kind of like wrap up this video for at least for tonight. Oh, man. If that guy returns to our video, he's going to have a heyday with us, man.
He will, man.
He will.
He'll be like, what are you two clowns doing?
Ah, you guys don't even know how to unbreak and put back a chain.
I know. I want to blame it on my long hours at work. Fatigue, hoy.
Fatigue.
Fatigue is setting in. Somehow that's not working.
This is what you get for buying a bougie chain. That's what I get. Buying an expensive chain, and that sucker's not easy to work with. Oh man.
I know. That is so crazy. Is it like something telling me to like use the
Use the other pin.
use this?
Try them.
I don't know.
How you gonna pop out that other one though? You gotta push them back. Can you just? Yeah, I guess you can because they gave you an extra pin.
Mm-hmm.
Push it the other way. And then you can get it out. It's a shorter push, right? That way.
But
oh, but it's harder to like. Is it? There's no place to put the thing. Maybe there's no place to put it. That's why.
yeah, because
Okay.
yeah, see that? Gotta be flat. Like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
There. See, that's the thing, look.
It's crooked, yeah. Doesn't it look crooked?
Well, I don't like push them in that.
So see how that moves? That's how it should move, right?
Mm-hmm.
See how easy that is? Are you gonna be able to pop it all the way out?
I hope so.
we'll see what happens using the other pin. What if you can put the pin from the other side then?
We can do that.
Try that. It's just that white is getting scuffed up.
I know. How come you never get chrome?
I thought white would be nice on this blue. On this blue. I had no idea it was gonna be so freaking hard to like put in and put on.
Does this thing have a certain way to go in?
I have no idea.
Looks the same to me.
The trick though is how are you gonna put that thing, how are you gonna line that thing up? Because it's not even on anything. You know what I mean? Like it's like how are you gonna like push that pin in when there's nothing for the pin to sit, you know?
Yeah.
That's gonna be hard, I think.
Cause it's gotta be like that. And I gotta get this guy in.
Yeah, can it sit on the tool?
I don't know, we're gonna find out.
Because that I think is gonna be your hardest thing, is like you're gonna pull that pin out, but to use that pin, you're gonna have to have that pin sit on there.
And push them.
Right? Like, well, no. How is it gonna? There's no place for that thing to sit. Well, it's a fail. This is the curse of the half-link chain.
Yeah.
We just ran out of time. I gotta get to my meeting. I have a meeting every Tuesday night.
I got
about
injured.
12 minutes. Bernie cut his finger. And rather than force anything and make things worse, we're going to just take a pause, chalk it up as a loss.
Yep. Sorry, guys.
Chalk it up as a loss, and then what we'll do is we'll reconvene, better light. We'll work on the chain first, kind of get that squared away and not use up all video time for that.
Yeah.
Get the chain correct. And then we'll come back and try to finish up the bike. Hopefully by then, maybe we'll have rims. If we don't, at least we'll be able to put everything else on.
Gonna look like one bike.
But we won't go even with the pedals just because the pedals make everything kind of harder to deal with and I don't have a whole lot of space. So we'll leave the pedals off. For now, all we did was just the cranks. Let us know if we made the right choice putting white. Would you have used blue instead? But everything else is looking good. It's just that darn chain just kind of like threw us for a loop tonight, but that's how it goes, right?
Yep.
All right, so sorry it was a long one. We didn't get to do much, but like we said, that's how it goes sometimes. We just got to roll with the punches, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you next time.
Yeah, come back.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you next time. Hey, take care of one another, be safe, and aloha.